Hello guys, I hope everyone is doing well, and today I'm back here with another car rant. Today with a topic that one of you suggested down in the comment section below, so thank you so much for suggesting a topic for me to discuss. And the comment says for me to talk about risk management and about trade management. I'm going to leave the comment up here just for you to check it out. And now, talking about risk management and trade management, there are two things that I want to talk about here. One is my previous management and the other one is my current management. But first of all, we'll talk about risk management. Risk management is so important in trading. It's just crazy, and 90% of people fail because they don't have any proper risk management. You can take me as an example on the video that I'm going to leave up here in the top right corner. When I was trading forex signals, I didn't have any risk management in place and I ended up blowing one account. It's just normal that if you don't have any risk management, your trades are just everywhere and you are going to blow an account. So learning from that, I came to my first community, and in there they taught me proper risk management, and I came to the conclusion that risking 1% per trade is always the best thing to do. No matter if you have £100 in your account or if you have 10 million in your account, I will always risk 1%. Now, why am I risking 1%? First of all, because I will have to lose around more than 200 trades for me to blow my account, because just like the balance compounds when it goes up, it also compounds when it goes down. So when you lose 1% in the next trade, you'll only lose 0.99% of that previous balance, let's just say it like that. So risking 1%, in my opinion, is the best proper risk management, because it just gives you your edge. It lets your edge play out, and it doesn't play with your emotions as much as if you were risking 2 or 3 or 4%. I would say maximum risk 3%, and I already think that's crazy, but this is my personal opinion. So I risk 1%. That's how I feel comfortable. I can have 10 losses in a row, that'll be 10%. But if I'm risking 2 or 3%, if I have 10 losses in a row, that's 20 or 30% of my account. I would not be able to deal with that. So 1% is the way to go for myself. No discretion applied on that at all. As I've said through a DM, someone DM'd me and said, I'm only risking 0.6% because it's a larger account. I will only risk 0.6%, but I normally risk 1%. And I said, that's the wrong way to look at it. You have to stick to your plan, and your plan should say that you have to stick to 1% of risk at all times. Why is that? Because no one knows what's going to happen next in the market. The market is only probabilities playing out. You have your edge, which means that there's more probability of one thing playing out over the other. But if you are risking more because you think that the trade looks good, you will end up just being all over with your emotions, because now a trade looks good and you take a 1% loss. It's just probabilities playing out. But then if a trade looks good and you decide to risk 3% and you take the loss, that's a 3% loss. That's a lot, and that will play havoc on your emotions. So be careful with that, because a trade can look really good and you'll take the loss, but you thought it was super high probability. But remember that the edges always have to play out. You can have the highest probability trade and it's still not playing out. So be sure to stick to 1% of risk. This is for me like a god. Like, never risk more than 1%. It's like I can't even think about risking more than 1%. It just doesn't cross my mind at all. And I think this is very sustainable when scaling my account, when taking trades, when doing everything. So that's how I approach risk management. Now going on to trade management, I want to touch on two topics right here, because I've managed trades in two ways. One of them is with discretion, and another one of them is without discretion. And I have to say, in my personal opinion, the one without discretion is the best one. And why is that? Because you don't have to rely on your experience, you don't have to rely on your opinion to actually manage a trade. You only take what the market gives you and manage what the market gives you. So my current management is basically, whenever we break a low or a high, I move my stop loss to the relevant high or low. No discretion at all applied. I know my highs, I know my lows. I know that when I'm in a trade, if something breaks, I have to change it at all times, and it doesn't change. That's my risk management, and I just follow the trend. And for me, that's the best way to manage a trade. And now I'm going to say why for me it's the best, because I will compare it with my previous one, which I was managing with discretion. So what would happen? What would happen is that sometimes a trade goes in my favor, I move my stop loss, and then I just get tagged out. I move my stop loss because this is how I feel comfortable with. This is how much I'm comfortable with giving back to the market. And then my stop loss gets hit, and then the trade goes and makes more percentage. And how do I feel? I feel bad because my decision was wrong. My discretion was wrong. My experience was wrong. This is when it's completely your fault, because you managed that way, you decided to manage that way. And this is the problem when applying discretion within your management. Of course, there's always times where I feel like, okay, I'm running 10% and I don't want it to pull back 8%. But again, I stick to my rules. I know that my rules work, and that's how I'm going to keep on doing it. So the bottom line with the management is, if you want to take responsibility for your management and be able to do mistakes within your management and maybe just squeeze some more profit because you have good experience, go for it. But for me, for my personality, I've seen that applying no discretion in the management is the way to go. I manage when I break highs or lows, nothing in between. I just let the market, I let the market decide what it wants to do. If the market wants to change the trend, perfectly fine, I'll be out of the trade. I don't want to be in the trade anymore. But if the market decides to keep on going, I know that I will be with the trend, and that's perfectly fine. Does the market still take me out and then it goes? Yeah, it happens, but again, that's the market's decision and not mine. So yeah, that's basically my opinion on risk management and trade management. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you took some value from it, and let me know if you want any other topics to be discussed in this car rant. I'm loving to film them. Now I'm in a parking lot and I'm a little bit shy. I'm loving to film them, and I hope you are enjoying listening to them. If you are still listening, let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to also follow my Instagram, subscribe. I'm posting 2 times a week, so follow my Instagram, and I'll see you in the next week.
Why you talking in code, no reason? Why you got me on hold, I'm beeping? I knew something was ignited. When you left, I wanted more. All I wanna do is get to know you. East to west to north to south, the whole you.